Intro song done. Undefined on Discord done. Transition done. Ooh. Welcome back to another episode of the Neon Podcast. Episode 151. We are past slave. Oh shit, they're gonna get this demonetized. I'm kidding. Oh
Huh?
shit. Anyways, hey everyone. Yay. Hi Mio. How are you? What's up, hottie? What's up, cute thing? Anyway, yeah, back to 151. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Neon Podcast. Today we have one returning guest and one new guest for you all today to meet. And yeah, I mean, returning guest and new guest, and also this is not a VTuber episode. This is another real life episode. So I know, well, I met them not through VTubing basically, but I've only met one of them IRL. We can get into that a little bit later. So yeah, I mean, what's up, y'all? Webcamming? Nah. We'll explain the story as well. So, anyways, how are you two doing? I mean, returning guest on the left, Mr. Good Looking in the formal wear.
What
Would
up?
you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Aaron. Um, also Aaron is here. That's my username. And yeah, I think it's like my third or fourth time. I come by here and there. Usually I catch Neon off guard whenever he streams, and I hear the most weirdest thing he says, and then I leave. Yeah.
Okay, that's actually friggin' hilarious. When that happens, you have impeccable timing sometimes of when you show up to stream because I never know when you're here. As a mod, I don't know when anyone's here, but especially my mods, other than Kemp when I'm gaming with him, you guys just show up at the most random times, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna talk some smack real quick, and then they're like, oh, they're shit, they're here. So yeah, that's what happens. Okay. So that's Aaron, Mr. Good Looking on the left, and new guest on the right. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi.
That's not an introduction.
Yes?
I'm working on it. Hold on.
I was like, that was
Give her a chance.
I'm giving. It was a good 2 seconds there. It was a good 2 seconds there. So I'm giving the
Hi.
chance.
Back.
Huh?
She's typing it out.
Typing what
Can I-
out where? Oh no.
Am I like going in and out?
You were. You could,
Oh. Hi.
You're good now.
oh yeah, you're good
Okay,
now.
cool. Sorry. Hi.
Oh,
I've never met Neon in because when I went to California, this man ran away to another country. Avoid me.
I didn't run.
Um,
I flew.
I mean, still same.
You're cutting out, Jen. What's happening? You're okay earlier. What
Why am I
happened?
Ow.
No idea.
Let's see.
Not sure
Could
why.
be the reason.
I don't know what the reason is. But I hope we'll figure this out throughout the episode. That's fine. Classic.
Okay.
It's not a neon stream without a little bit of scuff sometimes here and there because we work through it. Because what else are we gonna do? We either turn off stream or we work through it. It's one or the other.
True.
There's no. So how I know you two, like I said, it wasn't through VTubing, but it was definitely through streaming, and not my stream. It was through someone else's stream,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I know Aaron's been said this before, but I haven't brought this up previously because I know a lot of VTubers. The only person who knows where I was streaming or what community I was part of before who's a VTuber because she's a big fan, and I'm not gonna name drop her unless she shows up here in the chat, which is wouldn't say pretty rare. But there's only like one VTuber who knows, or a couple, because I only told them like last night, what community that we've met in. So I mean, do either of you want to explain or nah? Because I was there before you two.
So
Yes, Jen, go.
Go.
Kev Jumba, who was and I think still considered as an OG YouTuber.
alongside Ryan Higa, and they've done videos together. He decided to start streaming. Back in, well, I don't know exactly when he started. I think he said he started in 2019
Mm-hmm.
or 2020. It was something around then. I was a fan of his from his YouTube days, and he has made YouTube videos in a while, and so that's not like but when I found out that he streamed, I started following and joining the community, and yeah, met Neon and Aaron through that, and found out Aaron lives near me. Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
coincidence.
What a dink, dude.
Hmm.
That's actually fair because I have a story for that later too, as far as like people living near me. So, yeah, I mean, Aaron, do you what was yours any different other than be like, oh, were you a Kev Jumpa fan before you came into the stream?
Oh yeah, definitely. It all started. I was playing like Fortnite with some friends, and one of my teammates said, "Hey, Kev Jumpa is streaming right now." I was like, "What?" And he posted a link in our Discord, and I went to it, and here's Kev just talking to like an audience of like, you know, three, 4 or 5 people. And once I popped in, I said, "Hey, it's him." So I saved him as a favorite on Twitch, and eventually he started, making a community, and
Wait,
that's
so you
where.
were there before me then? What the hell?
What do you mean?
What 3, 4, or 5, bro? That's early.
Yeah, those
But
are early days.
I went like when
That's
I.
super early, bro. Wait a minute. I thought
Mm,
you weren't. Oh, I thought I was earlier than you because you didn't. Because I didn't know you until way after. What the hell?
Well,
I just went into his streams like to pop by, and then sometimes I didn't talk into, or I don't think I rarely spoke in the chat. So then
Mm.
I'm like, all right, I'll take a glimpse for a few minutes, and then I would exit out and then just continue my day. And
Damn,
then
you're a
very
lurker,
sporadic.
dude. What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
The heck? That's actually really interesting. You're one of the OGs. Oh shit! I thought you were phase 2. You're actually phase 1. What the fuck? I'll explain the phases now too after.
I don't think that counts. I think I was like, yeah, sure, I might have been there like when his numbers were very low, like single digits. But I think I didn't come back until like phase 2, I guess.
Yeah, you just weren't active.
I was
Damn.
inactive. Yeah.
Okay, so when was that? Like, wait, was that 2019? Early
Mm-hmm.
2020?
Yeah, like it was like
Dang.
yeah, 2019, like late summer, I would say.
Oh shit. Okay,
oh wow,
okay.
you guys were there a whole year before me.
That's actually really impressive. No, Arn was there before me too. Um,
But I wasn't part of the Discord.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't part of the Discord either. I just got um more
You were there
others.
before me.
No, I was there after you. I just became more active before you
Oh.
did. That's the difference.
Oh.
So
Let's see
you
the receipts.
go look at the server. When
Scroll
did this
back,
person
yeah.
joined?
Is there
Okay.
a way to do that?
Yeah,
I think I can do that.
if you just go in the server and you just go to the
Search.
search, yeah, you just go to the earliest thing with your name in it. If Discord has the
Oh.
message for when people enter the server, it's probably there.
Okay, 2K results. Oh no.
Yeah, just go in latest.
I can find you guys. Members since
Okay, but anyways,
Ryan,
Oh wow.
members since 3 years ago, January 21st, 2021.
21. Oh, so
I
but
am
he was
super late in
in the
Discord.
Discord. Yeah,
And then Neon,
I'm 2020 for
November
sure.
12th, 2020.
Yeah, yeah, I'm 2020 for sure.
12:54 a.m.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, for those you two, I don't know if you knew this, but my story went to Kev server was K-Pamps. If you remember him. So K-Pamps was actually a friend, not like a close friend or anything, but just a friend that I made during college. I was a freshman, he was a fourth year, and he was about to graduate. He ended up working at Twitch. He found Kev when it early, and he play Smash. I posted my stream one time that I was gonna stream on like Facebook or Instagram. He shows up to my channel, K-Pamps. And he's like, "Oh, you play Smash?" I'm like, I wasn't playing Smash at the time because I didn't have a capture card. I was watching my friends Smash, Pichu Pride, Reggie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching some of his videos because he went to some local tournaments and his games got posted on YouTube. And I was like, oh, sweet. K-Paps
Cool.
came at the time. I was like, you play Smash? I'm like, yeah, I play Smash. He was like, oh, shoot, come through. And I went, it was like this guy. He was like, oh, yeah, he's a cool dude. I'm like, Cybermuse? I mean, I guess. I wasn't really open to meeting people at the time. I was just streaming just to stream, and I didn't really game because my internet was pretty bad. And what happened was, I was like, oh, yeah, he asked me again next week, the following week. I'm like, yeah, come do this, a weekly thing. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll come through. I'm like, I looked at the stream. I was like, why does this guy look familiar? I see. Oh shit! Wait, this is Kev Jumba. Okay, sure. But people play Smash, so I was like, oh, someone I somewhat know, and people play a game I like, so I stuck around. And yeah, at the time when I joined, I became the best player in the community that wasn't a pro player. So if you guys like, I don't know, do you know like the old Smash scene, Aaron? Like from Melee?
Mhm.
Okay, so at that time in like the first month, like that was the first week, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm beating everyone. This is pretty good. I feel kind of bad though, because I'm like, oh, a lot of people are playing for fun, a little bit more casual. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, this is just how I play. And then the following week, second week, we get a couple more games in. We do like the Smash Showdown or whatever. And he invites Liquid Ken. And I'm like, yo, Liquid Ken? Like one of the OG Smash Pros. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. I get to play with Ken. And like from there, I'm like, other than Ken, I wasn't like losing to anybody, which was really cool. But then yeah, I stuck
Is he
around.
actually good?
Yeah, dude, Ken's good.
Oh.
In
In Ultimate?
In Ultimate, yeah.
Whoa, crazy.
Yeah. One of my friends went to a Smash event. They smelled like dog. Yeah, that's Smash for you sometimes. Not me, but other people, because they don't care. But yeah, I stuck around. At the time, I considered Phase 1 anyone who was like before me. It was part of the community, so it was like, it was like Baby Shrek, Spalding, Shugo, Zeph.
The OGs.
Blobs was like in and out, so I don't know if he was there before me. Mike was there, Argentium was there.
Bangos?
Oh wow.
Bangos, yeah, Bangos was there. Like Gene. Who else was there? Like a couple Randall obviously was there. But he wasn't there for like Smash or anything. He was there for like Rocket League. So it's like, I met some of like them and like Ginger and obviously. And I was like, cool. So, but at that time, this was right before he started blowing up, before the rebrand, before people started coming in, right when he started really promoting himself, right? And that's what I would consider Phase 2. I was early Phase 2 because people started to find him. And I was like, okay, cool. We're getting a lot of players, and that's obviously when COVID hit. So a lot of people were online. Who else was there? It's like Kathy. Kathy was there. That's right. Kathy Beats, Chicken Nugs, and who's the other one? I'm missing the one Argentium's. I forgot. I'm forgetting his name. But anyways, they were all there. And
Gotham?
no, not Gotham. Wiffle and
What about CJ?
CJ was there, and who's the other one? It's one of Argentium's emails. If I look up Argentium's emails right now, I'll be able to.
Argentium's emotes?
Yeah, he has a face.
Mflix.
No, the other one.
That's right.
Oh.
There's another one? That's his emote?
Yeah, it's like it's someone's face. I don't know if he took it off. Oh wait, I'm not a sub on him anymore.
One that
Fuck.
was his face. Let's see.
Hold on. Now I gotta check now.
There's Bald Marco, which was him. Smug Chess. Chess Tofu.
Oh yeah, Chess. There you go. It's Chess.
Oh.
That's who it was. Chess. Yeah, he was one of the
Man.
OGs. So they were all
Those were
phase
good
like
times.
yeah, those were Phase 1, right? And I was like, cool. And then people started blowing up. I became a regular, obviously, and I just started
Were
meeting
you his
people.
mod then?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't a mod. I
Mm.
just showed up and I would help them sometimes. And then, after a couple months, uh, I became a VIP because I was like helping out and stuff. I'm like, cool. But
Mhm.
then after a couple months, and then that's when like Aaron showed up. That's when Aaron became active, in the Discord and the games, and like everyone else was joining. And then Jen eventually joined. And I remember this. I
Mhm.
remember this very specifically. How I met both of you. How I remember our first interactions. It was Aaron was. Oh, who plays Smash? I was like, oh yeah, yeah, this player. Does anyone play Captain Falcon? Everyone tagged me. Yeah, not only I was like a top 3 player
Oh
in
my
the
god.
community at the time, I was like the Captain Falcon player. Obviously, it was super funny. Does anyone play Captain Falcon? Can help me practice. Neon at Neon at Neon. And then we played. I thought Aaron was younger than me because it was like, why is he asking how to play? So,
Mhm.
and then I realized, oh shit, he's older than me. Well, damn. Now I gotta put some more respect on his name now.
I know.
Yeah, but it's cool. We vibed. We vibed super hard. Um,
I learned a lot, I would say. Um,
you
I
did.
mean, Ultimate is definitely different from Melee, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely different different pacing. But yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy has a big boy job. This guy was like taking calls in the middle of the day, and I was like, what do you do? He's like, oh yeah, I work like medical tech stuff. I'm like, oh shit, that's tight. That's
Mhm.
tight. That's tight. Um, yeah,
What was your
and
interaction with Jen? I don't. When did you
I
guys
don't know
meet?
if you were there because this was happening during a stream. This was an off stream. So
Oh,
I remember this specifically. So at the time, Kev was also letting people host community games for like channel points, right? After like 50K or 100K channel points or whatever, if you redeemed it, you can like do your own community game. And that one day that Jen came in, it was on a weekend because that's when the community game was happening. It was either Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember. But
mhm.
the community game at the time was Halo 3.
Oh,
And or just Halo in general, but I'm pretty sure it was Halo 3 because they brought back Halo 3 during the Master Chief Collection,
okay.
and people were playing. They want to play, and then they got some huge, like some big raids. Right, there's like some big
Mhm.
raids, and there was a hype train, and there were like people flooding in, and then it was like me, Dohai, and like some other people were just gifting subs to see if we could retain people, right?
Mhm.
And Jen was one of those people. I was like, she was the name that I kept seeing pop up in the chat. That wasn't just like a one off or a two off in chat. Be like, oh my god, Jen, I love you. And then Jen kept typing. I'm like, she seems like she's gonna stay. So I specifically gifted a sub to Jen. I'm like,
Oh.
all right, we'll see what happens.
I don't stop talking.
Yeah, I was like, we'll see what happens. So, and then there other couple people stayed around. I was like, that's cool. But then Jen second around, I was like, oh hey, cool. You're helping out with other games now and stuff and doing other games. I'm like, oh nice. This was a good
Oh,
pickup, good asset
I
pickup.
had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how Jen. That's how I met Jen. It was like, was it through a
Yeah.
raid or was it just like the hype train that you just
It
found
was
him?
definitely Ryan Higa raid.
There
Like
you
I
go.
didn't know Twitch
Oh.
existed until the Among Us blow up for like offline TV and people and stuff like that. And then I saw like YouTube videos of these people playing, and then I found out that Ryan Higa streamed. Because I didn't know what he was doing either, because he also stopped streaming during COVID. And then I found Ryan's stream, and then Ryan raided Kev, and Ryan did that a few times, where he would raid Kev.
Yeah. That was like, I think one of the earliest times Ryan Higa actually rated Kev.
Mhm.
I would say Ryan didn't raid Kev often, but I think that was one of the few times that he was there, and no, that I was there and he raided. And I was like, oh shit, Ryan raided, and there's like Ryan's coming in with like 1,000 people at the
Mhm.
Of
time.
course, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And like 1,000 for Ryan compared to now is kind of low. He's like averaging like 3+ now. And
Oh.
a lot of people came in because Ryan is still like early streaming career. He's like a year in, also like a year or two in. And I was like, oh shit, cool. That's when a lot of people started coming in. And that's where a big influx came in. That's where I consider phase 3. Jen is like beginning phase 3. because it's like that's when he started taking off, and then after the Ryan Higa raid, then he started promoting himself more, and then we got more and more people just consistently joining, right? And like I didn't buy Jen's friendship, Mio. I bought what I paid for was someone to be here, not to be my friend, but to be Kev's supporter.
This is true.
not that wasn't for me. This was a investment for the community.
Also, who said we're friends? He's my mortal enemy in Among Us. Hello?
Who is Kev?
You!
I'm everyone's mortal enemy in Among Us. That's in that community. But I'm not
She's so
even.
salty.
Actually, I'm not even public enemy number one. Public enemy number one in that game is like Crushy, but we don't talk about that.
Oh, yes. He was the funniest to kill the first in Among Us. Every time.
No, that was me. He would be the loud one.
Oh,
But
true.
yeah, I would. That's why I'm target number one when I'm innocent. But he's target number one regardless. Anyway, sounds like a friend. No. I was supporting Kev Jumba, Mio. I wasn't. It wasn't for me. But anyways, then that's how I met you guys. Long story short, that's how because that phase between phase 2, because I joined around September. Yeah, around like it says November, right? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mhm.
November. And I didn't get my capture card for Smash until December. That's when I started playing. And then fucking I would say phase 3 was whenever that community night happened, which I want to say is around when did you join?
I joined the Discord in April 2021.
There you go. See, like there's like a 5-6 month gap, right? That's when that's when the huge influx started coming in. Because that's when Dohai was gifting everybody subs. A lot of people were finding out who he was, that he was streaming, and then people started tuning in.
Dohai was there yet.
Dohai was there. No, Dohai was there.
After me.
No,
Let's
Dohai
see.
was there
Check.
before you. I guarantee you, Dohai was there before you.
No.
Dohai was shelling money at Kev like a
I
cannon.
know that, but it was after.
He came
I'm
in
looking this up.
April 2nd of 2021.
And then what was
So,
yours?
yeah.
Oh, he was there a little before me.
That's like
Yeah.
I was like, I know that because he was the one shelling gifted subs when when the
knew.
raid happened. I remember this specifically.
Wow.
Why would I forget that detail?
I forgot.
Like
I'm
the-
sorry.
the-
Vivid memory.
yeah, the three like there was like 4 people in the community at the time during that stream that were gifting subs. It was me, Dohai, Ginger sometimes, and I think was it Chess? No, it wasn't Chess. It was not Argentium. Someone else. I can't remember who the 4th was because they didn't gift as much. It might have been Chicken Nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
I don't know, dude. There was like one. They like gifted a handful, but the point is that the 3 people who were gifting subs were me, Dohai, and Ginger to get people to stick around. Zach, good job on first. Thank you for yeah. But that's all I remember. Dohai is part of phase 2 because he was there. He's the one who helped kickstart phase 3. that's
With
the
his personality.
yeah. He just like threw thousands of dollars at Kevin's subs. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean that's just how I remember it. After that, by the time I was still a mod when phase 3 or still a VIP when phase 3 started. That's when the Smash mods decided to step back. That's when I took over. Arn was helping me out. Arn became a mod. Jen, a couple months after, you were helping out with the mod because that's when Valorant came out. Valorant came out mid 2021, like summer. Because I played beta.
That's when it came out.
Yeah,
Oh,
Valorant came out 2021
I didn't know that.
because I was playing. I played beta. I think beta was 2020. I think, but then it didn't officially release until 2021. I could be wrong, but that's why Valorant became such a big game. It's because Kev wanted to invest in it because it was still a young game. So yeah, I mean, I explained the story from my perspective, and then phase 3 lasted for like a good until the end of 2021, and then after 2021, it was like phase 4. World started opening up, less people started coming consistently, and it was just like Kev was doing TikTok, other appearances and like media, and stuff,
Mhm.
and then yeah, and it sort of just teetered off, and so it was an interesting 2-year stint for me to see it like rise up, peak, and then it just slow decline because of other factors. I'm just like, well, damn. So that's what I see at phase 1. Anything before me, phase 2, me and the next wave of OGs. Phase 3, the big peak, the big hype. Phase 4 is
That
phase
was
4 and 5 is just decline.
that
Basically,
was
it's not
still a
even
great
about.
period. I loved it. I loved that
Yeah,
time.
I loved it.
I
That's
do
what.
miss it sometimes. I mean,
Mhm.
not the COVID part, but you know,
Yeah. Like phase,
games.
like I'm the one who who coins these phases, right? And like no one else in the server would like, unless they talk to me about it, other than maybe like Spalding and Jay, they would be like, it makes sense though. It makes sense when I start categorizing it because it's like big type of cultural shifts in the server and then in the stream. Because
Mhm.
like phase 1 and phase 2, Kev was still playing WoW. After that, he never streamed WoW. He streamed like WoW once every 6 months. That's it. Right. Then it was
Yeah,
all
'cause WoW
Valorant.
did not get a good viewership.
Yeah, because WoW is a dedicated fan base. You're not bringing new people into WoW. Um,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it was the Among Us phase, the Valorant grind, and then he did the crypto phase, the fucking
Mm.
crypto phase.
No, we are not gonna discuss
the
that.
EFTs and
The
Oh my
duckies.
God.
the duckies,
Oh my
it dropped an album, dropped an album and a half,
Mhm.
because he had a couple singles, but I mean it was a good time, dude. It was an interesting time, and you know that's why, because I consider myself phase 2, I don't consider myself an OG. I just consider myself there long enough to be like, oh yeah, I'm a mod.
You've seen it all.
Yeah.
But you also lasted through all of that. Like, I don't know anybody that stayed around as long as you.
Randall's still going.
Randall and
That's
Gene.
true.
Randall and
Yeah.
Gene are probably the two people that
Let me
were
look up their
there.
times. I'm
And
looking this up.
Bangos. It was the Rocket League has lasted longer than I have because they were there before I was, and they're still playing.
Mm.
Insights.
Like
They're
specifically,
dedicated.
yeah, specifically Randall and Gene, specifically those two.
October
Mhm.
30th, 2020.
See, they're 2020. That's crazy.
I wonder who's like the very
October
first.
30th, 2020. They joined the exact same day.
There you
Oh.
go. Because I think they were friends
Who's the oldest
beforehand.
member? I want to know.
No, they didn't. They weren't friends.
They weren't friends during that day, or they weren't friends prior.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
Okay, because Argentium was phase 2. Mike was phase 1. Mike was there. Mike's an OG.
What's his username?
Mflix.
Oh, Mflix. Oh, yeah.
I like how this is just becoming like date checker now.
I know, literally September 25th, 2020. So he was before.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like this is like you.
Argentine, September 14th, 2020.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Argentium is. I consider Argentium phase 2 because he's right before I did.
Mm.
So, but anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is, to your point, I'm one of the people who still, I wouldn't say active, but like I've sort of dropped off the server. I said I'm not really gonna be active in the server. I'll be there for Rocket League. That's about it. Because Smash is dead. Not even that community, just in general. Smash is dead. But
Yep, sold my Switch.
so wait, you actually sold your Switch?
Yep, I did.
Oh shit, that's right. We were never
You
playing.
sold your Switch? I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but so did Kev.
Yeah, but
Dang.
Aaron didn't move.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
did. I was like,
He's
yeah,
gonna
I
play.
still play whenever I go to my cousin's, but
Gonna play his
Yeah.
PlayStation now. His fancy PlayStation.
who?
You?
I don't have a PlayStation.
Wait, what are you playing
No, he
Fortnite
plays
on?
Fortnite.
PC.
No, on his PC. What do you think? What?
Oh, I thought you were playing PlayStation this whole time. You just play controller?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what it was. Never
Oh,
mind.
you play controller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was console this whole time.
That,
Oh,
yeah,
whoops.
that's
Nope.
confusing.
Because he's like he
Sorry
wouldn't
to
get on. I
confuse
thought
you.
he wouldn't get on Discord because he was on console. I'm like, oh, that makes
Mm.
sense.
Oh,
Now,
that's why you don't like doing Discord when you play Fortnite.
Who, me?
Yes,
I
you.
just prefer the in-game, the in-game chatting.
I'm so scuffed.
But if you, I mean, I wouldn't expect Neon to play because he doesn't play Fortnite a lot. I guess you too, Jen, but you can tell if they're console or not because of the icon next to
icon.
the username.
Oh yeah.
It's a
I can
PC
tell. I
next
just
to mine.
haven't really been paying attention.
Yeah, the reason why I was like, you have the controller icon, so I thought you were just console. I didn't. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, sometimes it's controller, regardless of whether it's PS5, PlayStation, or Xbox. So I was just like, oh, okay, he's just console player.
What? It shows a controller icon next to my name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
Yes.
I swear, I thought it was a piece like a PC tower or a monitor. No?
I mean, no.
Hold on. I don't believe you.
remember.
I
I
don't
don't
believe you
know. I
guys.
mean, I could be wrong, and I just remember you that you were
I
a
know
controller
that
player.
Switch people have something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Nintendo, PS4, and Xbox have their own logo. PC, people who attach their controllers to PC have just a PC.
Oh yeah, I
icon.
don't think that it would. Yeah,
Okay,
that
then
wouldn't
I just
change.
remember
That
you.
didn't-
Yeah, you just remember. I just remembered that you played controller. Then that's what it is.
Mm.
So when you
Yeah,
said
then it just stuck in your
controller,
head.
yeah, I was like, yeah, controller. That means he's console.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So when
So
are we playing Fortnite again?
I don't know if we had podcast earlier, you can play a game.
Mm,
A
we'll
single
see what
game.
time it is.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not gonna force you, but I mean, if you hit me up early enough, or just random days, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll hop on Fortnite. I'll like stop
That's
playing a
true.
game of League, be like, oh dude, I love playing
I
Fortnite
haven't
with
been
Aaron.
playing that much Fortnite
She's playing
because
Pal
of
World.
I am
Power
playing
World.
Pal World. Me too.
I've been
Why don't you
obsessed
guys be
with Power World.
friends?
We're
What's
not
the
in
We're
this.
max
not on the
limit?
same
We're in.
server. He's a VTuber now. He's all
Yeah.
fancy with his
Ah, okay.
VTubing friends.
Okay.
Yes.
Understandable.
Yeah. So it's
How many
not.
people can you play with?
Depends on the. I think you can play up to like 8 on a normal server.
Oh, like party of 8?
Yeah, like a group of 8. Like so, you're. How do I explain this? It's like your progress, your levels, and your pals. You know, your little monster things are all server based. You can't transfer anything over. So if you want to play with someone that has their own server, so one of you's got to switch and start over. So
Gotcha.
yeah. I'm playing with my VTuber friends. I got a little bit of FOMO. I was like, everyone's playing Pal World. This game doesn't even
I
look that
know.
good. After like 2 days of playing it, all right, I get the hype. It's pretty cool. It's all right. It's all right. I
Is
mean,
it actually cool?
I think it's
talked
cool.
about it.
Yeah, we spoke about it yesterday. I'm like, it's not my game, but I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it wasn't my game either. So it's like it's a mix of, Ark series, like with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know of them. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like the Ark mixed with Breath of the Wild mixed with Pokemon. If you took those 3 games together, that's what Pal World is. It's pretty cool.
Gotcha, I see.
So I like it. It was cooler than I thought, and I was like, do I really want to drop $27 for this? I went, all right, it's fine. I get to at least play with my friends for like the next month or something. It'll be my entertainment. And I realized I'm like, oh
Okay.
yeah, at least with friends, it's nice. It's if you just play by yourself, it's not really for you.
Oh yeah, it's not a game I would play on my own.
Yeah, me neither. So yeah, I mean, Power World's pretty cool. Like I said, you just seeing all the creativity of like the different Pokemons and building your own little base and farms and stuff, using your said pals. It's pretty nice. I enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, how often do you play Fortnite, Aaron? You play like every Sunday and you don't tell me?
No, I play pretty much every day.
What the hell?
See? Exactly. He
Mhm.
plays every day with his cousins. Like I'll log on and I'll just see him in a party playing some.
Damn, do you have
No,
a do you
party
have
gets filled.
do you actually
Got us.
play do you actually play 4-stack every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh shit. Okay, I was like,
This
you should.
man
Sometimes
has
5.
a lot of cousins. He has many cousins.
I have
Damn.
like 2 go-to cousins who pretty much play, and then a go-to friend, as well as another friend. So that's already 5. So like I sometimes switch out, do other stuff, watch them,
Damn,
and yeah.
the go-tos. I see it.
Hmm.
Damn, dude, that's I didn't realize it was that kind of game for you, that game of choice for you.
Yeah, that's why. That's why whenever Jen wants to play, or I always keep saying, "Yeah, I'll play with you as long as it's no build," just because I've been playing Fortnite for so long. Like, no builds is so refreshing for me.
Yeah, like for me, like I know I've told you guys this, but I tried playing Fortnite, but when that was just when everyone was cracked at building already, and it was already too late for me to
Mhm,
learn that complex. I just want to say complex, but I didn't want to learn how to build. I was just way too lazy.
mhm,
Because I was playing other games, quote unquote, competitively at the time. I was playing
mhm.
Smash, I was playing League, a little bit of Rocket League, and I'm like, dude, trying to mix Fortnite in? I'm like, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Understandable.
I'd rather play no build because as a natural strategist and shot caller, building just takes all the strategy out of the game. It's just,
It's actually pretty. If you started
mm-hmm,
like back then when people were still figuring out how to build,
mm-hmm,
I think you would have enjoyed. It's like you play the game so differently when there's building and building off, or
exactly.
building on and building on.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I enjoy the building, but I always saw Fortnite as a game that was for. I'm sorry, this is gonna sound bad, for children,
I was there.
and
I was
I
right
am
there with
not a
you.
child. I am not a child, and so I refused to play for ages. And I came into like knowing about streaming and Discord and gaming very
Mhm.
late in my life. And so it also like many years after, or at least it feels like many years after the Fortnite craze. Um, but somehow I think it's Kaifa's fault. I got into Fortnite. Um,
Explain.
well, we were playing Rocket League. So we play Rocket League together quite a lot. And it was Frog, me, and Kaifas. And I guess Kaifas played with Frog a couple days prior to this. And um I was like, what should we do next? Because like we kind of got tired of Rocket League at the time. And they were like, oh, we want to go play Fortnite. And I was like, you know what? Fine. I will try Fortnite. And it was my very first time playing Fortnite. And I already had it downloaded because like a year prior,
You
I
already had it
downloaded
downloaded.
Fortnite
Fine,
because
I guess I'll play it. Already has it downloaded. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I literally had never played it until that moment, but I downloaded it because Cheshi, like she and I played up quite a bit, but then played up got kind of boring and repetitive for us, and she was like, "You should download Fortnite so you can play with us." So I downloaded it, but then we never ended up playing. Um, but yeah, I got into Fortnite. I actually really enjoyed it. And I play with Cheshi and Little quite a lot, but they always play build. So I had to learn how to build. um and so and then Randall also started playing with us.
Oh, damn. I didn't
And
realize Randall plays now.
oh yeah, Randall plays cuz I think it was like I wanted to play cuz I knew that Randall had in the past he's gotten the pass and he'll play like do the dailies with them. And so I would like ask Randall to play. And I think like when he plays games, he needs to like it becomes a challenge for him that he needs to like overcome and he needs to learn, and so he'll watch all these YouTube videos about like the best ways to drop or like how to build and like how do you peak and all this other stuff and how do you edit, and it became this like challenge for him that no build doesn't hold the same kind of level of challenge, and so he would be like practicing building, and I cannot keep up. But I feel like I've learned. We've practiced together. We'll do 1v1s just to try to get better. And so it's been a fun time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Randall's that kind of competitor, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that competitor when I enjoy the game a lot, but I never enjoyed Fortnite like that, so I didn't bother to um learn the game like
Better
that.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, that's why for someone who played other battle royales at the time, like I was playing PUBG, podcast. Hey, what up,
Mm-hmm.
Kane? PUBG. I tried playing Apex in its early days in like its beta form. I think it was beta or like early regular release. It was sort of my game, sort of not my game because it felt completely different from PUBG, obviously. And I was playing stuff like that, and then that's when I was like, Fortnite was been around, but it didn't pop off until like a year later, right? And I was like, by that time, everyone was really good at building. I'm like, fuck that. That's way too mechanically challenging for me, for someone who's, like I said earlier, playing too many competitive games. But then, okay, so we're gonna get into this this Fortnite debate, right? So Aaron, like you're pretty good at building, right? For someone who plays controller.
Yeah, I lost my touch though.
Yeah, because I remember when you used to stream, you told me, and I was like, oh damn, this is how you build in controllers. Because I'm used to watching people play like fucking ridiculous ass builds on PC, right, with their build speeds and shit.
Mhm.
And there's obviously strategy to building and all like the drops and stuff. But I feel like generally speaking, if you are a better builder, and if you're on and you have equal shooting ability to someone against you, if you're the better builder, you should win that every single time, right? Like that, in my opinion, that's less strategic calling than it is, mechanically. You just have to be better mechanically than you are strategic, because you can get out of any situation from building. Right? And
I mean, I don't know if I'd agree, but that's with my like limited knowledge of this, but also I think coming from the perspective of I've always been the person that's not as good as building as some of the people that will end up against. But if I can just somehow sneak around and still get the shot on them, I would win that fight.
Mm.
mm,
I yes,
I mean,
yes and no.
all right, yeah, I want to hear this from you.
I see what
The
you mean. I see
longer
what you mean.
term, the person who's played Fortnite the most and the longest out of us. What do you
So you're
think?
saying, if two people have equal skill of shooting,
Yes.
but one person has better building
Yeah.
mechanics than the
Mm-hmm.
other?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hmm. What about
Because I feel like,
yeah, I mean I would say so. Like, are they both equally intelligent?
generally speaking, yeah.
Okay.
Like they're not like bots. They're trying to run around and like, try to,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, technically, like, it makes sense, that the better mechanics person would
Right.
have um like the better shot at winning a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say if you're in a room, right, and you're given the same amount of resources, like
Mm-hmm.
wood, metal, brick, and some guys like just better at building but while they still have equal shooting skill. But what happens if the other guy just made better use of the items? Because there are items that can counter building, and that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can build your way, you can build like so much, but then like it gets knocked out
Right.
Oh yeah.
or whatever. And that means just because you're a great builder, that also means that you're using up all your material faster than the other person. So it really
Yes.
depends. It really depends. Like, okay, if you're a lesser builder than other person, you want them to use all their resources before you do, and then that way, you can sort of make different plays. It's really hard to say, to be honest. But
This is
Mm.
why I like rockets.
yeah,
I like the rocket launchers.
because back
I'm
then there
like,
was
you
an
built
item.
this giant, beautiful tower. I'm gonna just rocket it to the ground.
Yeah, rockets, explosions are just they're fun in general.
Yeah, I agree. They're just
Yeah,
fun in general.
but I do mostly agree with you, though. The ones with better mechanics should
Mhm.
prevail.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how I see it, right? Because it's always been that meme of like, oh, I'm getting shot at, builds a fucking massive tower, right? Now you have to guess where they are, right? For
Mhm.
me, as someone who likes general battle royale, right? It's like the larger macro game, right, is it's taking away from the larger macro game. It's like, oh, you don't need a position as well with the terrain on the in the map, right? Other than maybe if you're open space versus a city, right, where you have like the big buildings. Other than that, right? It's like, oh, do you want high ground here, right? High ground literally means nothing in build, in my opinion. because you just build up anyways, regardless, unless you're on like a fucking slope, right? And for me, it's just like, well, there's no, you can't call this, right? You can't shot call this because it's literally like, how well can you shot call how your knowledge of your own teammates' building ability? You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you're gonna open a window, you're gonna open the door to swing out, get a free shot, and then change it again, right? Like that's not a team play. The team play is like you said, it's either someone is better building or someone's carrying like the explosives or the items to take out their opponent's build. You know what I mean? It takes it puts everything under a microscope for that, in my opinion. So that's why I like, other than it being for me who doesn't like building, just didn't like that aspect, who just wanted like a more or less vanilla battle royale, because I'm like that type of guy. It just I can see why, like, if you don't learn it, then obviously you're gonna struggle. Like I did. Like I can hold my own because I think my shot compensation will be decent enough to go against some builders.
Your shot is great.
Yeah. Like I think my shot is good, but I don't build. So it's like I have to significantly compensate. If I don't land my shots, and I'm useless. Like, you know what I mean? So for that to happen, but like, let's even know if I have a good shot, right? If they outbuild me and heal, my work's been basically nullified. You know what I mean? Even if they have, use their mats, it's not. I don't think it's a war of attrition. Because I think the interaction is so short that it doesn't matter. For that argument, but I know you agreed, but I'm just putting that counterpoint out there. So, yeah.
Well, Fortnite is my first ever battle royale, so I don't really know how it is in any of the games.
I mean,
well,
but
chose a pretty fun one.
Yeah. It's chill. I mean, for you, what is there a big difference other than like between build and no build, other than the actual building mechanic, like how you play with us versus how you play with Wiffle?
I definitely have to play differently. Just in terms of like with no build, obviously you don't have to collect the resources the same way. But then also during fights, your positioning matters so much more. Because like I can't build myself any cover. So if I'm out in the open and no builds, then I'm screwed basically. Versus like if I was playing build, I can just build myself a box. But so yeah, that part is like the hardest part to switch between the two, because I do when I'm playing with people, and I don't mind it. It's just I have to remember, oh, I don't have to go around using my pickaxe on every wall that I see. I don't have to like, but then I also, when we're fighting, I want to be somewhere where there's a building or somewhere where there's cover, like to make the fight a little bit different.
Right. But yeah, like for me, right? I don't know, because this is your first battle royale, right? For me, I always try to take. This is again my personal approach to video games. I'm Mr. Fundamental, right? I am never the type to go super mechanically hard in any video game, so I make up for it brain power wise. I'm like, how can I outbrain them? And my brain isn't big enough to mechanically outplay someone, but my brain is big enough to think what they're thinking and then beat them in that game. So I have to be ahead of them. But yeah, I don't know. That's like how I am in League. That's how I shot call in League. That's how I would call in Fortnite if I were to. And just, or any battle royale, like we have to get to this position here in the next 30 seconds or whatever. Whereas like build, right? It's like we can take our time because we can build everything. It's a different kind of larger strategy. So like what you said. So I'm glad you said that though. So yeah, I'm that guy. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna pad my own stats of my own argument. I'm cherry picking information, bitches. Yeah. You agree with me? Hell yeah.
God.
I love echo chambers.
Oh my god. No, you're wrong all the time, man. You're wrong.
See, this how you know it's a biased as podcast. I make you think that you agree with me. You don't actually agree with me. I'm just very vocal and adamant about my argument.
I don't like arguing.
This is how you not debate, but this is how you convince the people. Win over the court of public opinion. But yeah, I mean, Fortnite's still fun though. We should play more. We should play more often. Guys, just
Yes.
hit me up more
Let's
often.
play right now. Let's go. We're totally not in the middle of something.
It depends. All right, Aaron, what would be your cutoff if we were to play 1 or 2 games? You tell me right now. 30 minutes. Is that your cutoff? I'm not gonna force you. This is just a hypothetical what if.
I mean,
I'm forcing you.
I was doing so well sleeping or getting off the computer at 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Are you
then-
serious?
And just like reading like before bed or just like checking my websites. But I've sort of been not following that for like the past like week and a half, which I'm kind of sad about. Like I used to cut it off like at 9:30 and like, all right guys, like last game, like we have to be on the bus. Like we have to be in the sky, like in the game right now at 9:30, and like that's the last one. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to play a game.
No, it's fine. We're already past
Yeah,
your bedtime.
I think we should call it like another time.
We'll
like,
call
have
it
a
another time.
dedicated
Okay,
day.
another time when you two busy boys have time.
Yeah.
Just play Pal World, Jen. Both of you.
I know
just
that's
play Pal
probably what
World.
I'll just go do.
That is what that's what I'm currently doing.
There we go.
I'm so
Doing
far
that?
behind on like other things. But like yeah, like cuz it's like, I play other games. I have other personal projects and
Yes,
stuff to work
That's
on.
true.
When I'm randomly working like 2 days on a fucking rap verse with my friend and I'm just or like, oh, I'm working on a tournament with my other friend for like VTubers and stuff. It's like it's just random personal project, or I'm babysitting or something. You know what I mean? I'm just like out of town. I'm doing a photo shoot. I'm literally doing a photo shoot on
In
Saturday.
Japan.
I'm in Japan. Oh, I'm in Vancouver. I'm in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
running away from me.
But
So sad.
but to backtrack a little bit, and not about me. How come you just drop your stuff at like 9:30, Arn? Was it getting bad, or you're like, I need a schedule? What's the
I
reason?
mean, I wake up at 6 every day, and I hate sleeping like at 12, 12:30, sometimes 1 a.m. So I try to adjust my sleeping schedule just so I can be refreshed for work.
Are you not a nap type of guy?
I've been trying to avoid that. That's like one of my goals this year, to do less naps and just wake up at 6 and, be in bed by 10, that kind of thing. 10:30. Yeah, I love naps. I used to nap so much like for the entirety of my life. But I'm like, I should probably, and I guess my work schedule also changed. Like I used to go in like a little bit like 8:30, but now I get there like at 7. So yeah, that's that. On only weekdays though. So
Okay.
it's different on weekends.
Okay, gotcha. How did you get a celebrity like Jen on the podcast? That's a great question, Chef. Or
She's
so
doing some traveling, Neon. Did you know that?
I know she was in like city were you in recently?
Me?
Yeah. Weren't you just
I
in
was
like
in New York. I was in Long Island
there you
for a
go.
conference.
Oh,
In November.
won't you be in a windy city soon?
A very windy city next
I
to a
will
lake.
be. I'm going to see somebody named Chef Percent
Dang.
in Chicago in May.
Ooh. Hey. So, I mean, both of you been going around. Actually, all three of us have been going around places the past like year or so. Because Aaron, now's a good time to bring this up. Aaron actually visited LA for his cousin's wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was like
Yep.
a couple of months ago, or half a year
I
ago
hate you,
ish.
Chef.
I'm out of the town in May. Oh
Swear
my
to God.
What the? I know. Why you gotta hate on Chef? Um, but Aaron was here for a wedding, and I guess I can tell this story now on the podcast. I'll say now because all the episodes have been people who don't know you guys. Um, Aaron, like my friend Kemp, he tells me like a month in advance, and I'm like, it's sort of normal sometimes for him to, because I'm usually the one who wants to hang out and get dinner. He was like, oh, let's get dinner on this day. I was like, okay, cool. It was like a month and ahead. It was like a Thursday. I'm like, oh yeah, that's his day off, sure, because his schedule was gonna change, and I was like, that might be the last weekend he might have a Thursday off or something. I'm like, all right, cool. We go ahead, plan this out, and you're like, oh yeah, we don't want to be late. We have a reservation. I'm like, oh okay, cool. We show up to the sushi roll bar place in like Orange County, and you wanted to make sure because that same day I had like an office party. I stayed there for like a little bit, and then it was actually Halloween time. It was in October, right? It's October?
Yep, October.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it was Halloween. It was like the week before Halloween because I had my costume on, then I had to change in my car, and then drove, picked up camp, yada yada, and then showed up to the restaurant in Orange County. It's like a sushi hand roll bar place, and it's like
You
these
guys had sushi without me?
hand
Sushi
roll,
hand
hand
roll.
rolls, hand
I
rolls,
hate
not sushi, but hand roll sushi. And there's like these two people hanging out at the restaurant, right? Me and Kemp, we parked a little bit down the parking lot. Two people hanging out. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that girl seems familiar. I feel like I sort of know her. Like it's like one of those. It's like maybe she just looks like someone I know, right? Because it's sort of dim outside. It's the sun's already set. It's in the autumn. It's like 6:30, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, wonder why they're just standing outside. I wonder if they're waiting for a friend. Me and Kemp, you're like, hey. I'm like, wait a minute. I know you. You're Carol. I look at this guy. I go,
That's my mod.
I was like, wait a minute, that's Carol. Wait a minute. Why does he look so familiar? He goes, hey. I'm like, oh my God, it's him. Oh my fuck, it's him. It's fucking Aaron, bro. I'm like, what the hell? Why are you here? Like legit, like that. And then they explained, they're like, yeah, I'm in town. I'm like, want to get dinner with you? I was like, Carol. I'm like, I look at Kemp. And I'm like, which one of you fuckers planned this out? Because Kemp asked me for this specific day like a month in advance. I'm like, how long? How? So many questions. So many questions, bro. And I was like, what the heck? I'm like, you're here. You're here. I was like, do we actually have a reservation here? They go, yeah, we have a reservation. Go in, sit down at the bar and stuff. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm just like, Aaron knows. I'm like just way too excited to have all three of them there at the same place at the same time. I'm just like like not shaking, but I'm just too ecstatic. I'm just like I can't keep still because I'm so happy and excited with like what's happening. And yeah, I mean, Aaron, I remember you just told me it's like, oh yeah, I asked them like 3 or 4 months in advance what they're doing on this day.
Yeah, like I asked them like in summer, like June. I was like, "Hey, are you guys free this weekend? I'm going to a wedding." And then I told Carol, and then I was like, I should probably tell Kemp. And then, this guy. It's funny, I hugged Kemp first before, I hugged you. So
No,
Kemp had that first hug.
no, it's fine because I'm like I still had to process that. I'm like, this is Carol,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you were like dumbfounded. You're like, "What?
Huh?
You're here?
Huh?
You're from the East Coast."
Why are you?
All the way on the other side of the country.
Yeah. I'm just like, wait a minute. Who? Why? When? It's just like,
And we're like, Let's go inside. Let's eat."
yeah, that was literally what happened. We just asked him all the questions and stuff like that. So it was super chill. And I mean, what was the planning like for you? Because I remember I asked you then, but I feel like Jen should know because Jen acts like this was my plan. I had no fucking clue that this was happening. I can't take
It's
any of
still
the
your
blame
fault
for this
somehow.
because it was
Still
it
your
was
fault because somehow Aaron goes there and manages to get you to like show up versus
'cause
when
she
I go
visited
there, you
you.
go all the way on the other side of the world and go to
That's why.
Japan.
That's
See,
very fair.
No, no, no,
See, it
no,
is
it's
very
not.
It's
fair.
very fair.
No,
Yep,
this was
so
like,
fair.
see how Aaron planned. He said like what, June, July, right? That was like 4 months, right? In that,
I definitely gave you enough ahead time.
you gave me like a month. You were like, I'm gonna be there, and I'm like, I'm gonna be in Japan. Because the first time that it happened was, oh, we're gonna hang out for KevCon. KevCon never happened in October. That's when I was originally supposed to go to
Sure.
Japan. No one showed up,
Kev
right?
Con.
Tell Jen I say you're awesome, Jen, and let's eat Bubble League against. Let's Bubble.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm never playing that game again.
yeah,
Bubble League.
Bubble League. Yeah, our runner-ups for that tournament, Jen and Argentium.
Oh,
Argentium. But so yeah, like after we rescheduled from our trip in October, we canceled to September and planned all the way into March. That's 5 months. Jen. There's no way you tell me I didn't plan that
Unacceptable.
5
I
months.
I know.
If you tell me you beat 5 months, then I give you
Nope.
that option. But you're like, oh, you told me like a
I'm so
month and a
sad.
half. I'm just like,
This
well,
man
that's
owes
like,
me sushi. He owes me. What
she
else you owe me?
she says
Bubble
she says
tea.
oh, right? She says oh. I'm
He's
like,
owed me sushi for at least 3 years now.
so this is an ongoing joke of like, oh yeah, I'll
It's no joke.
yeah, no,
It's no joke.
it started off
It's
as a
very
joke.
real.
This was like, it started off as some stupid bet or whatever of like,
No, it wasn't a bet. It was you kept posting pictures of your sushi.
yeah, and then I was like, oh, you want me to buy you sushi? She went, yeah, okay. I was like, all right, what's your Venmo? I was literally gonna Venmo you like $15 for sushi, right? Because it was like there.
$15.
Yeah, it was gonna be like a
That's
roll.
it.
I was
Okay,
posting
okay.
rolls. I wasn't getting freaking sashimi or nigiri at the time. They were mostly rolls. Because the places I go to are either mostly rolls or like cheap sashimi. But it's mostly rolls.
I'm
Right.
looking this up.
You're gonna search the word sushi in the fucking server.
No, I'm gonna search in Foodies Anonymous from Neon.
A good chunk of them are rolls and cheap sashimi. $15, all you can eat. Like, cause when you first asked, I'm pretty sure they were rolls. That's why I would be like, yeah, I'll buy you a roll. A roll is, you buy a roll more expensive than 15. That place is either really
Look at this
nice.
fancy sashimi sunset.
Yeah, but the point, anyways, I was like, I'll Venmo you $15 to go buy a roll. So I remember I was getting rolls at the time. That's why I was like, I'll buy you a roll. That's how it was. It was sushi. I'll buy you a roll. And then she was like, nah, I don't want your Venmo. I'm like, okay. Dude, never accept any form of monetarily payment.
I wanted you to buy it in person.
I was like, dude, when is that
Make
gonna
it happen,
happen? Yeah, make it happen.
Go travel there.
I'll buy you sushi if we ever meet. That's but then
Omakase.
no, oh hell no.
Oh,
I don't even buy myself omakase, bro. I bought myself omakase twice here in the
Like,
US.
in general, I would like to point out
Ooh,
that
I
that is
want
more than
some of
just
that.
one roll.
Oh, that's because I was eating with a friend. We shared that. We split that.
Who's the
That's more
friend?
than 2 rolls.
It was my friend that after that day we sort of had like a fallout. So that was a
Oh.
two
never
memorial.
mind.
I remember. I know specifically which shop that is. I've never,
Oh.
and I remember who it was with. So
Oh.
it was on a weekend.
Looks like we have to go there to make better memories.
They had
Yes.
they had some really good soft shell crab there too.
So,
So yeah. And then yeah, and then I don't even know how the boba. I think the boba one was a bet. Or or either that, or I just posted more photos. And you're like, can you buy me boba? I'm like, look, I'm not a restaurant. Jen. I don't post things, and you're like, I want that. No, she was like, you still fucking Uber Eats sees it on the menu. Give me that. I'm like, this is fucking Jen, dude. I swear to God.
I have to take a call. I'll be right back.
Okay, take your
Wow,
time. I'm gonna be here
super.
roasting Jen anyways.
hey.
And so then Jen shows up every time I post food. I'm like, brah, I'm a fucking foodie, brah. I like food. Come on, you can't.
First time I go to LA, you're not there to show me all the food places.
Yeah, just I mean, to be fair, you showed up here one time. I'm still a little salty at Argentium. He showed up like 6 times. I still haven't seen his ass.
That's
If there's
true.
anyone that I'm mad at, it's fucking not mad, but I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah. But you also haven't come here.
Because
When are you coming here?
well, I mean, what's on the East Coast other than people that I don't have
Your
in LA?
brother, Aaron, is here.
This guy's actually dodging out. Let's go call him out. Hey, Shugo, don't talk about dodging out. Hold on, time out. I'm about to drag Shugo in this shit.
Here.
I'm gonna drag Shugo into this shit right now. I'm about to drag him into this shit. He's not even in the podcast. He
Gotta
wants.
come here. There's
he's-
one of you in LA. There's 2 of me and Aaron here. Coast. You gotta come.
Yeah, I was like, Shugo, you gotta remind me. I'm bad at reminders. This was 2021 or something, right? 2021, 2022. One of those. And I'm like, 22, I think. And I'm like, bruh. I was like, all right, when are we gonna meet up? He sent me the event. I'm like, okay, so then what's gonna happen? And then I was like, I don't think I gotta respond back. Location and time. All right, well, I was like, you gotta give me a reminder. He sent this to me like 4 months ahead, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what's happening. There was like 0 reminder. I'm like, what the heck? And I was like, I don't know if I DM'd you. I'm like, so were we supposed to like hang out? I'm like, if you're gonna call me out day of and be like, where you at? And I'm like, oh, I'll be there. I would have shut up. You didn't even hit me up the day of. You didn't hit me up. At this time, at that point, I don't even, did I know what Shugo looked like at that time? Did Shugo stream with a camera on?
I'm not the person to ask about that.
See, I don't remember. See, that's the thing. If I showed up a location and time, I'd be like, all right. I'm like, okay. I'm pretty sure I wrote on my calendar. I went, is he not gonna follow up with me or? Let me see if I'm gonna look at my calendar right now. It was like November 2022. If I don't have it in my calendar, okay, I take fault, but still. Is it November? In general, I just assume it's empty gestures, so I don't like to pressure people. What the heck? Yeah. What do you mean? Pressure them. If I said I was down, pressure me. I would have shut up. There you go. See, I appreciate that, Shugo. That's cool. All right.
Shugo, I missed you.
All right. Now I just need Shugo to show up in a city 3 hours away in Texas.
Okay, but now you need to come to the East Coast.
I'll go to the East Coast eventually. I don't know if it's gonna be this year because my family's booked a lot of trips, and I don't have that much vacation days because my vacation. I'm taking like a total of 3 weeks vacation this year, which I don't even technically have. So at least 2.5 to 3.5 weeks because I'm going to Texas in April. I'm going to Mexico in the summer, and I'm gonna go to
Mexico.
Yeah, with family, with like my immediate family, and like the in-laws and
Aw.
stuff and the kids.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to Italy with my parents in the fall, either October or November.
Let's see.
Student org I was a part of is apparently hosting event. Damn, dude, I already bought the flight tickets, bro. The sale's over. I can't. The sales. Oh, I literally bought the flight tickets. That's why I confirmed on that day in April. So, yeah. If you told me that, if I knew. So the reason why I'm not going, I wouldn't be able to go that date anyways. I won't say anyways. Let me explain myself to Shugo. The reason was because I'm going to Austin and Houston. Because I didn't know where I didn't know what town Shugo was in. But I knew I had like friends that are already in Austin, Houston, and like, they have pretty good cultures, right? Oh, they show up literally last night. So the reason is either I show up in first week of March or I go until late April is because Millie's there. I have to get a cake from Millie, dude. Melina. If I go to Texas, Austin, and Houston, and I don't get a cake, I'm gonna be mad. So that's the reason. I actually planned around Melina's trip, and I'm like, because I was like, I don't think Shugo's in Houston, but I have friends in Houston and Austin already that can show me around in some places, so it was okay. But then it was also I planned around Melina. So, anyways, the point is, when am I gonna go to the East Coast? Eventually. You gotta get the
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, the trifecta Dallas, bro. That's so far. But
Dallas
we'll
is
see.
so far. Texas is just too big. I think you guys need to split up.
Texas is like 2 Californias. And I don't even like one
That's
California.
not true. California is also too big.
No, but California is only north and south. You only go east if you really need to. Fucking Texas is all 4 directions. That's bullshit.
That's true.
That's bullshit, bro. Literally the
You gotta be like the
it's
East Coast.
it's a triangle of 3 hours between Austin, Dallas, and Houston. That's stupid. And if you drive 3 hours the other way, it's fucking what, San Antonio, and then nothing. Yeah, anyways, point is, when am I going to the East Coast? I'm not gonna lie to you. DC sounds like a boring as fuck city. As someone who likes to do active vacationing, you know what I
Let's meet
mean?
in New York.
As someone who likes to have active vacations, this is a
We'll
person.
compromise. We'll meet you in New York.
Okay, I can do New York. I'll do New York, but I can't
We'll
guarantee you that.
compromise.
I can't
We'll go to New
guarantee
York.
you. I can't guarantee you that it'll
You
be
just
this
gotta
year.
come to the East Coast. New York's not that hard.
New York's not. It's not. But like I said, I can't tell you that. All right, Shugo, we meet you in New York, 2025, New York. Yeah, I'll see you. We'll go. We'll do it. KevCon 2025.
Without Kev, let's go.
That's so doable. All right, let's go. All right. We're put this on the docket right now. Right now. What the fuck is KevCon? Yeah, don't worry about it, Shugo. We're just phase one doesn't give a shit about KevCon. Clearly, phase 1, phase 2 doesn't give a shit. It's all about phase 3. Nice. All right. Point is. We'll put that on the docket. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be held accountable, but if you say New York is more doable, but okay. It'll be plans
You're
in the
being held
working.
accountable for this.
Nice. But the point is, all right, give me a date when you want to have one. Okay. So, Chugo, have you been to New York before? Jen, you're in New York before.
Of course,
right?
I've been to New York before. Hello.
Yeah, see, exactly. So you guys,
love
you
me.
guys plan the trips. I just gotta find hotels and shit. Okay, you guys, foodies, whatever.
Oh, God.
I have a
We're
friend
getting
in New
soup
York.
dumplings.
That
And bubble tea. Every day we need to get a bubble tea at a different bubble tea place.
no, dude, no. Give me
What do
other
you mean?
desserts.
No.
I'm fucking LA, bro. We have everything over here. I'm my friend. All right, I legitimately said this yesterday morning. My friend sends me an Instagram reel of this new boba shop in like the next county over in Orange County, and I go, dude, boba doesn't excite me, dude. Because everyone's like
well,
done
it
a
excites
flavor.
me, and you know what?
'Cause it's-
If we're hanging out, we're still gonna go get boba. We can go get other food.
I grew up in LA, right, where boba exploded during my high school phase, right? And then I tried all the different boba shops throughout college if I had money, and then after when I had adult money after college. So I'm just like, dude, I feel like unless it's a brand new boba experience, like let's say not the Costco, but the boba ice cream, that shit was good. That was a new experience because it wasn't a drink. It was still a dessert, but it's boba, right? And boba pizza, if you find a shop like that, Shugo in New York, I'll try it and I'll be a judge. But like if
we're
it's
still
just
getting boba. I
We'll
don't care what
we'll
you say.
get-
We're still getting boba.
we'll get boba like it depends on the trip, right? I'll get boba like once, maybe twice on the trip, but any more than that, I'm like, bro, you gotta take me to more desserts. My meal and stomach budget
Oh, we gotta get
will
the
not allow.
cronut. We gotta get the cronut, but we have to wake up early for the cronut because they run out.
I've had cronuts here too. I'm LA. I told you, whatever. The only thing that New York doesn't that New York has that LA doesn't
Oh,
have is
elitist.
pizza. I'm not an elitist. I'm just saying
Fine,
I've
we'll get
tried
pizza.
it.
Pizza halal guys.
We've
You
had a
like
lot.
halal guys?
We have a lot,
I know
guys.
there's halal guys everywhere, but halal guys in New York is a different experience.
Is it? You get on the
It
street,
feels like a different experience.
on the street out of the carts.
Yes.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Go to Halal Bros when you're in Austin. All right, if you say so, Shugo.
Then
Let me write that down. Actually,
definitely do.
let me.
Have you been to New York?
No, I haven't been
Okay,
east.
then we can do the touristy things. I mean,
Yeah, we'll do touristy stuff. But
yeah.
hold on. Let me write this. Food for Texas. Franklin's Halal Bros and taco joint. Okay. Austin and Austin. Okay, so the reason why, right, is as someone that's a foodie that comes from what? Oh shit, 1 month. Hell no, bro. Dude, I'm literally using all my vacation days this year. I'm gonna have like at most like 4 days in New York, 6 days in New York, including the weekend. I have to utilize a weekend or a 3-day weekend, even better. I'll do a week if it's a 3-day weekend. Anyways, point is, let's backtrack, right? Other than the food thing, backtracking further beyond that, I am an active vacationer, right? I want to do activities when I'm on vacation because touristy things is cool. You know, taking pictures. As many of you know, if you follow me on social media, I do photo shoots. You see photos of me. I like posing with great backgrounds, things I can interact with and stuff like that. But I also like having things that I can do and enjoy, have fun. Because hikes, I can do a hike for one day. New York, Savi, we're not hiking in New York, but
We're gonna be walking enough.
yeah. But that's different. You're doing walking for transportation. You're not hiking as the activity, and see like a scenic scene. Um, why I
Then we
think
can do Central Park, and
yeah, that's
then
cool. And then, but like why I think DC is boring. All DC, this is why I feel like I wouldn't enjoy Europe as much outside of the nature, and the food is, and obviously the tourist photo spots is because it's just all you're doing, and obviously I've been skewed because I just hear stories about people who go to DC and people who go to Europe, because we have different tastes in vacationing styles. Is
Mhm.
DC is just looking at fucking buildings and museums. That is not fun. I don't want to like stare at something and then have to learn the history that this is the Lincoln Memorial. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a shit right now, dude. If
Mhm.
if I put a $5 bill in that Lincoln Memorial, do I get to play a game? Do I get a gotcha prize or something? No, that shit is boring as fuck because it's like you get to pose with it, cool. But I'm like, it's not an original pose or anything, which is like
There's
why.
so much good food too.
Yeah, but again, DC has to give me something exciting for food. And this is the privilege of me being from LA and going to like also Japan for Japanese food. Is when you have good food, especially when there's a lot of fusion culture here, it's like there has to be either something new or the ingredients have to be really nice. And I'm not the type of person to be rich enough to be like, oh, I'm always going to eat somewhere nice. I'm just like, oh, I know where to find good bang for my buck here in LA. You know what I mean? As a budget foodie, that's what I like to do.
Do you think you're a food elitist?
No. I just want to try something new. That's the
Mm.
difference. Because people be like, I have friends be like, oh, I won't eat sushi unless it's from this place. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut up. See, like I understand,
Yeah,
like,
I know those people.
because it's like I'm a foodie, right? But I will eat if food is decent enough to be eaten. If it's trash, I'll say that outright. I'm not gonna eat it. But if it's edible and it's like comfort food to me, I'm gonna eat it. Like I eat budget A sushi here in LA and OC all the time. You know what I mean? It's normal.
Mhm.
And Shugo, what about shows? I mean, shows are cool. It's an activity. That's cool. If it's like Broadway that we've never had here, like I've never even watched Hamilton. Hamilton's been showing here for like 3 years and I've never watched Hamilton. Like I'd be down to watch something on Broadway. That's an experience. Um
Times Square.
Times Square, I feel like Times Square is low-key a tourist trap. I mean, I go, but I feel like it's low key a tourist trap. Like, oh look, I get to
It's high
post.
key a tourist trap, but we're still gonna go.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I get to put my picture on a billboard. Oh, I'm gonna go to the Nintendo Store of America in New York, the M&M store. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
I love the M&M store. I barely buy anything from there, but I will go there anytime I'm near.
I mean, like, what other stores other than fashion stores, Broadway, the M&M store, the Nintendo store, do other people talk about in New York? And like the little steps there in Times Square. That's it. Everyone posts that.
Chinatown.
That's for the Asians. The non-Asians don't go to Chinatown. The non-Asians / non-foodies don't go to Chinatown, New York. And you know that's true because you're not gonna go out of your way to go to
Yeah.
fucking Chinatown.
Well, it depends on which Chinatown, because there's like 2 Chinatowns, you know.
See, I didn't know that.
There's
But
like the OG Chinatown, and then there's like the nice Chinatown.
the nice Chinatown, that's the fusion ones, huh? That's all the fusion restaurants.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, that's how I know about that. That's what I know. I know the fusion side because that's what all the fucking food vloggers and insider food and all the YouTube channels talk about. But point is, as someone who I'm not an elitist, I'll be like, oh yeah, this was better than this, but I won't be like, I won't eat that. So that's my point, right? So I'll eat it. But as a foodie who likes food, comfort food is one thing. But if I'm going to a new place, I want to try what's really good or what the locals would really recommend if you haven't had it already somewhere else. That's why if I'm going to Texas,
Mm.
I gotta have Texas barbecue. You know what I mean? Like I've had good barbecue here, but I need to see what the Texans got. You know what I mean? They got their own twist, their own size to it. Everything's bigger in Texas, bro. So
Mhm.
that's why I gotta go try out some good old Texas barbecue. Franklin's on your list? Yeah, you told me about it last time. That's on my list. Here you go. That's literally the first thing on my list. Here, I'll even screenshot it to you, and right now I'll show you my 17% battery on my iPhone.
Oh God.
So, and then Aaron's so that says like, oh yeah, I would be down to try New York pizza. I've already had oh shit, Discord's crashing on my phone. A chain from New York when I went to school in the Bay Area. So at UC Berkeley, we had a chain that came over from New York, right? Artichoke Basils, right? I've had their artichoke pizza here in Berkeley in the Bay Area. So I'm just like, oh cool, I've had that. Sure, it might taste a little different, but if I ate it, I'll be like, oh yeah, this tastes pretty much very similarly to the pizza I had in Berkeley. So I'm just like, oh yeah. But I'd like to have some of the other stuff that people either really talk about or is like sleeper food picks and stuff like that. So that's why I'm just really want to try what people would either really recommend that you either can't pass up. That's like a hidden gem for locals. And probably not try something super hype like, oh, can you make it the Aki way? I'm like, that's cool, but like, you know, that seems like a lot of fucking hype, bro, for fucking griddled food put into a sandwich. Like I make that shit at home. Literally could get a couple of waffles, crack an egg, throw some stuff on there, bacon, wrap it up. I'm like, don't forget the drink. Never, never, never. Like I get it, bro. But yeah, like you go to New York, I will try some of the touristy stuff. I will. But if that's the entire agenda without anything new that I haven't technically tried somewhere else already that's already similar, I would be a little disappointed and be like, oh man, you didn't try this? All my other foodie friends that have been there be like, how come you didn't try this? I'm like, dude, I wasn't the tour guide. So yeah. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. So unfortunately, Aaron has to DC. He doesn't know how long the call is gonna be. So we will
No worries.
we will find him, get back to him eventually. So we'll have to close out the podcast episode without him. That's okay. Give you the full local experience. We'll go to the laundromat in Chinatown. Okay, I said foodie experience, Shugo. Foodie experience.
Oh, Shugo, I love you.
Oh god damn it. I don't need laundromat. I don't need your day to day. I need the must haves and the must do's. A laundromat is not a must do on vacation. This guy. This fucking guy. He's be like, all right,
I
here's the
cannot.
bus route that I
That's
took to my
funny.
job. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I don't. They're like, this is a must have. You know, this is a go to bus route that you need to take. The unique trip guaranteed.
That's so funny.
So yeah, I mean, that's generally like what I have to do. But it also, that's when I like travel with myself and my own friend groups, right? Because they know I'm like an active quote unquote vacationer. If I do like a spa and stuff, I'll be like, sure, I'll do that for a day. I'll take a rest day. But that's just me. That's when I go to a new country or a new place in general. If I've been there before, I'm like, oh yeah, let's just chill. Let's have some comfort food. No problem. But if I'm going there and I don't know when the next time I'm coming back, take me to some good shit, dude. Take me to the good shit that I haven't had before. Or even if let's say we go to New York, right? Jen and Shugo.
Mhm.
Let's say we go to New York. And then there's like
Mhm.
this restaurant that neither of you have been to, but it's also been on both of your lists. Whether it's a tourist trap or not, I'd be like, let's do that. You know what I mean? Step out of the comfort zone of what you know and let's try something new on purpose. Cause I'm down for that shit. I'm down. Yeah. I'll be that guy. I'll be like on who does YouTube videos and be like, excuse me, where do you live? How much do you pay for rent? You're like, can I check it out? Make content. That's the real New York experience. See how much people pay for living expenses and have a small ass apartment. Excuse me, can I just ask how much you pay for rent? Yeah, I pay like $3,000 a month. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I know. I've seen those videos. It's insane.
Yeah, and they get some shitty ass old apartments, dude. New York is just old, dude. New York's an old ass city. But yeah, I mean, I'd be down. I check it out. Check out Long Island, maybe Manhattan. If I have that many days, I check out different parts. Statue of Liberty. Nah,
Mhm.
I don't care about going stuff in Statue of
But we
Liberty.
got Empire State Building though.
Do they let you go up still?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like
Why would they not let you go up? Huh?
I don't, because sometimes they do renovations. Like Sears Tower was closed for like a
Yeah,
couple
but
months. They're like, you can't go to the observation deck. I'm like, that's lame.
we're planning this trip out for what, 2025?
Yeah,
Hello?
we don't know
You
when
don't
they're
know that.
we don't know if they're doing maintenance. That's the issue.
But we're gonna put that on the list until we find out otherwise.
Yes, I mean, like you guys list it out. If I find food spots that seem feasible to do, I'll let you know and be like, can we go here? And we'll plan it out. Soup dumplings. I'm like, fuck yeah, I love soup
Oh,
dumplings.
we're definitely doing some dumplings. I will
Okay.
not discuss that.
Is this better not be Din Tai Fung?
No.
I thank
It's
God.
not Din Tai Fung. There's
Good.
another place that I need to look up the name. It might be closed, but they just have good soup dumplings. But it's not Din Tai Fung. I know that much.
Yeah, there's like this chain of Chinese cooking with the hand pulled noodles and the spicy broth or whatever, some beef. I want to try that place because they've opened up. They popped off because of a YouTube video or something. You know, just a lot of food I want to try. Because I know if there's one thing that New York definitely has more of, than New York, or sorry, that New York has more than LA. What the fuck did I just say?
New York than New York. Okay.
Yeah. What New York has more than LA, I think, is definitely more European and Middle Eastern food for sure. Because LA we have that, but what we have more of is like Latin food. We have
I mean, there's Little Italy,
Latin Asian.
and then Little India in New
Yeah,
York.
yeah, we have
But
a
we could
lot of
always go to Little Italy, see some fanciness.
yeah. I'm not like I'm saying like we have these things. I don't go out of my way because people don't talk about it as much here as we talk about like let's say Asian food or Latin
This is
food
true.
or Indian food here. But Middle Eastern food, European food, and well, obviously Asian food gets talked a lot about there too. But because I'm sure you've heard these stories, right? When you go like, because I know you're not, neither of you are from New York, but maybe some things pop up. They're like, oh yeah, this new Mexican taco truck is popping up in New York. I'm like, dude, that's been in LA since as long as I've been alive. You know what I mean? Like New York's barely getting like that West Coast, West or Southwest type of cuisine. So I'm just like, what does New York have other than like pizza and seafood? No,
Yeah.
dude, seafood sounds amazing, by the way. Pizza and seafood that New York would offer that I would really enjoy. 'Cause, that regional stuff.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm about. So I don't know. I don't know what other active activities that you guys would recommend. I mean, what would you recommend, Jen, other than taking
What have I
pictures with the
done?
Brooklyn Bridge,
I mean,
Empire
I do like
State?
Broadway quite a lot. That was a lot of fun when I went. It's been
Nice.
many years, but I do like it. Um, what else did I do while I was there? I feel like I've been all over New York. So the first time I went to New York, no, it wasn't the first time. So I've been in New York a few times. I was there for a couple um did some it was like through my Chinese church where we had these like week-long summer programs that we held in New York. Um and so I was there and we just stayed in Chinatown and the food was amazing.
Ooh, nice.
Um
That's what I
and we
like
would
to
just get
hear.
like Chinatown breakfast and just from like the bakery and it was so cheap too. It was just like we would just have so many egg tarts
How long
and
ago was that?
breads. And this was definitely a while ago.
I was like,
I'm
you
not aging myself
cheap,
right
cheap,
now.
cheap
This
is
was this was
does no
definitely a
longer
while ago, but
exist.
New York still has the cheapest like Chinatown bakeries out of
Oh,
anywhere else that I've been.
wonderful, wonderful.
Like
That's what I like to hear.
they've definitely
Value.
kept it cheap. And this is not in the new Chinatown. This is OG
Old
Chinatown.
Chinatown. Yeah. Okay.
And then I
OG
went
Chinatowns are
there.
always so cheap. Like SF's Chinatown. Oh my god, that shit's so cheap. Oh, I love SF Chinatown.
I wish we had one closer. Yeah, the New York one is definitely the closest that I can get it. But the other time I went to New York was actually for a school trip. Um, and it was a week-long trip and it was very expensive. Where we were there, we did like everything. We went to Times Square, went to the M&M store. We did 2 Broadway shows. Um, we went to a science museum, I think. Um,
Ooh,
we
science museums are interactive. I like those more
They
than
are.
regular ass history museums.
They tend to be my favorite. What else did we do while we were there? We of course had to buy like the I Love New York t-shirts, which actually are cheapest in Chinatown. Um,
Of course.
and then we went up to the Empire State Building, and there's like different levels that you can go up, and obviously the view is like gorgeous anywhere. But we did that. I don't remember. Ellis Island. We did a trip to Ellis Island. Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Ellis Island.
World Trade Center.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
Yeah, the new One World. Um, and I've been when I went with my friend, my college best friend, my college roommate, we went to Central Park, took some photos there. It's really pretty. We went to the zoo in Central Park as well. Got halal guys. Tried to stop by the bakery for cronuts. Could not get the cronuts because they were sold out. But they have many other very gorgeous desserts that I actually loved. New York bagels is a thing that I don't know if I fully understand, but I like bagels. I don't know if I can tell the difference.
Yeah, what makes a New York bagel a New York bagel?
They claim it's the water, but I don't know.
That's the same claim they have with the pizza, so I don't know either.
I don't know. It's very confusing.
I'm over here like, yup, that's fucking bread, bro. And then I'm gonna go to fucking Italy or whatever, and Europe be like, nah, they got better bread than fucking New York for sure.
Oh, the last time I went to New York, I wasn't there for very long, but I was stopping by on my way to a conference. I got dim sum,
Ooh, dim sum.
and
Always
it
good.
was this like it was close to the train station because we were taking the train to the next city. Um, and it was like this small hole in the wall place, or it felt like a small place, but the dim sum was amazing, and I've had my share of dim sum,
Ooh,
but
nice.
that dim sum, they had dishes that I've never seen before, but tasted amazing, and they weren't like crazy, but they were like definitely new ways of making things. And it was so good. It was actually stupid. And then we got boba on the way back, but this boba was not normal boba.
Explain.
Except for I don't. The bubbles were not the normal black bubbles. And I don't. So when I go get boba, I don't typically just get like the bubbles anymore. I don't typically get toppings anymore because I like to sip on it slowly over time. And plus the amount of times that I want boba, I'm like, if I had like the bubbles every single time, the tapioca, I would go insane. And that's also a lot of sugar. I mean, the drinks are already a lot of sugar. But this
Yeah.
place, it wasn't the normal boba. It was like clearer.
Crystal boba?
No. It wasn't clear, but it was like lighter. And they didn't have normal boba. They only had this kind of boba.
Uh-huh.
I need to look it up. I don't remember.
Was it like yellow colored?
I don't remember.
All right,
I
if you
just
find a
remember it
photo,
was
we'll
a
talk about
lot
it.
lighter and it was really good and I enjoyed it a lot. I would have been happy with just normal boba because I've also just like ran through Little Korea and just gotten like the cutest boba place that they had to offer.
Yeah, if you have a photo, send it to me. Be like, okay, maybe that is crystal boba. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, I mean, that sounds really good. See, these are like the hidden gems that I need to know about. Cronuts, fuck that. This special boba.
I've
All right,
never had
sure.
a cronut and I want one.
Wait, you've okay? Maybe we do need to go. I was. It sounded like you had it already. That's why I'm like.
I've never had it.
Cronut.
I've just seen it everywhere and I've heard.
Dude,
But the one time I was there, I could not get it because they already sold out.
dude,
and I want
cronuts,
more.
cronuts are like, that's like 2007.
I know.
We're in
This is so long ago.
we're in like 2023, 24
And
now.
I
We're
still
about the
haven't
cookie
had it.
life. We're about the cookie life.
What cookie life?
Yeah,
What?
see, this is the foodie
I'm so
scene. We
behind.
love
I'm
cookies
too old
now.
for this.
Yeah, cookies.
Cookies.
It's cookies, dude. You know how I know cookies are becoming a good thing again, a big thing again, other than like
No.
other than the local spots here in SoCal. I say local, it's just a regional thing. Fucking Subway selling foot-long cookies for $5.
Are you serious?
I am very serious. I am
Wait,
very.
I
That's
want one.
see. That's how
Now
you
you're gonna make
know.
me want cookies, and I don't have any cookies at home.
Yeah, I don't have cookies at home either.
Costco sells cookies now in the food court.
Oh yeah, they do. Or some of them, not mine. My Costco doesn't have that yet.
The Costco I was at like 2 days ago had them, and I almost bought it, but then I
See-
didn't.
See, that's how you know. If Costco's doing it's the cookie era now. It's the cookies.
Fine,
Cronuts
I see.
2017. Bulba was 2014 or
But I
15.
still have never had it.
2020
I
doesn't
still
count.
want
2020, no, 2019 was the mochi donut. So that's where that happened. That was
I
that.
like mochi donuts. I've had them, and I like them.
Mochi donuts are dense as fuck though. I'll eat
Okay,
one
you've
and
had
I'm
bad
good.
ones. I
No-
don't know what mochi donuts you've had, but the ones that I've had have not been dense. What?
No, like they're dense and heavy. You're gonna tell me you can eat more?
Mochi
I
donut you've had that's heavy.
dude,
That's tragic.
dude, I've had there's like 4 different types of chains of mochi donuts here in SoCal. 2 of them are from Hawaii, by the way.
I don't think that necessarily means it's gonna have a good mochi donut. We gotta fix that. That's
No,
not it.
I'm gonna go have a mochi donut and be like, this shit is worse than LA's. I guarantee you. No, I don't think they're dense. Like not dense, they're just heavy. You eat like one mochi donut, you're done. That takes up way too much stomach space.
Okay, this is true.
That's
But
what
don't
that's
get
what I
mochi
mean. That's what I
donut-
mean by
I
it's
don't get a whole
dense.
mochi donut for myself. I get it to like share. Cause you take like one little ball off and then you like eat it.
Yeah, but that's different. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna go like for like as an individual, I can't on vacation. I'm not buying a 6-pack of mochi donuts for myself. I'd
Well,
rather
you're
have
not
a
gonna be alone,
I'd
you're
rather
gonna
I'd
be
rather
alone.
have
You're not planning this for a solo trip. We're
no, but
planning this for all of us together.
yeah, but then the amount of dessert, right, would still
That's
equal one mochi donut. I'm like, dude, just give me one. Don't give me 6 mediocre donuts. Give me one really good other donut. That's my point. That's my point.
Understandable.
It's
I
like
understand.
Like, it's either give me a really fluffy donut or like, this cake donut really good. You know what I mean? Like blueberry fucking donuts. I love that shit. That's one of my favorite donuts.
I'm gonna look up right now best desserts to get in New York.
Oh man,
But I bet you Cronut's still on that list.
I mean, y'all need to get better desserts.
Well, I haven't. What do
I
you mean,
know,
y'all?
Cronut-
I've never been there.
East
All right, this is a
Coasters.
list from May 2024. All right,
All right,
let's
give
see.
me top 10. Top 10.
All right, the first one is an ice cream sandwich.
Actually, you know what? We'll wrap this up. We'll talk about this in the post podcast show. We're already coming up on an hour 40. Aaron's not even here, so we'll wrap this up. If you want, we'll go and talk about some post podcast show. We can talk about more food. Oh shit, Aaron's back.
Hello.
Are you done
We're
with your
about to
call?
talk about
Are you
food.
done with your call?
I'm done.
All right,
Are
wonderful.
Are you done with the podcast?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna go post podcast show. All right, Aaron. We're gonna meet up. Shugo, you, me, Jen, whoever else wants to show up. New York, 2025.
We're doing a New York trip.
Because
by
the-
the
Are you
way.
serious?
Yeah,
Nice.
we're serious now. We're serious
We're
now.
serious.
Yeah.
We're so serious.
And the point I was
We're-
trying to
Because
make
you
earlier,
said-
right? Because I don't want to go
DC is
to
too boring.
DC is boring. Like, dude, okay.
But DC is
We'll
too
we'll recap this in the post podcast show. But we're
Yeah,
gonna
this
wrap
is
up the
boring.
episode. We're gonna wrap up this episode right now. If you
New York
got
City 2024.
no 25,
Dang it.
You tried to
I'll explain this. I'll explain why.
Okay.
I'll explain
Wrap
why in the
it up.
post. Yeah, we'll wrap it up because I don't want to re-explain this for the next 10 minutes and it's just
Of
replaying
course.
information.
Yes.
But anyways, we'll wrap this up. Aaron, thank you for being on the podcast. Jen, thank
No
you.
problem.
Hope you had a good first episode. I know it was a lot of me talking, but still, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Good job being on an episode, Jen.
Hated it.
So let's to wrap things up. Do you guys have anything else you want to plug? Quick questions, things you want to say,
Hello.
shout outs. Aaron, you first.
No. Nothing.
I mean, you wouldn't be the first guest to have to say something like that. Okay, Jen, anything
Oh.
for you?
Twitch.tv/Argentium.
Plugging someone
There we go.
else's channel.
He's the only channel that I join that often. As in, like, you could hear me talking. Neon once in a blue moon will let me chat out in VC.
It's
If
just because
Neon and I ever play Fortnite, then twitch.tv/IamNeon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because I'm always gaming in someone else's server. That's why.
Shout out to God.
Shout out to God.
hmm
Anything else, Aaron? Anything?
Shout out to Taylor Swift.
Oh shit.
Shout out to Neon, who's gonna buy me sushi and a cookie and boba.
Oh,
in
not
New York.
no. Boba and cookie, boba and sushi. I'll do cookie. We'll see. We'll see about the cookie. Cookie. C is for cookie.
Cookie just for me.
Cookie stands for me. Okay. But thanks guys for being on this episode. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone who showed up in this episode. Shugo, if you're still here, appreciate you chatting with us. Who also suggested this NYC trip.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, we'll see you guys in the post podcast show. If you're watching on YouTube, comment what city should I travel to in 2025 also. 2024 is we got stuff planned out, and I'll explain that to Aaron in the post podcast show. So a like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Yeah, you know the rules. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button. So say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
YouTube.